No, I reclaim this energy right now because somebody needs to hear this message. So yeah, so she has the ability to switch the light off and on. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, either I'm going to guide you in light or I'm going to guide you in darkness. And this is strictly from her. So it's projections of what she feel internally onto her offsprings. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to overstand that once I started to want to go and give that forgiveness to my mother. Then I was able to learn, hold up, I'm pointing a finger at a woman that could not show me how to be a woman, or how to be a girly, or how to fix myself up, or how to take care of myself, or not show me how to not go outside of myself so much, because she never experienced that. She didn't have a mom. My mom died when she was 3 years old. She was 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't have that luxury, but I do. You know what I'm saying? And it may have not been the way that I've anticipated it to, but she did the best she could do, and I could see it for me being a better version of myself for my children, so I can ensure that how I felt my children don't feel, right? So we have to release the mother wound. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. We cannot expect anything other than that. You can't expect anything other than that. You can't. This is all energy. So if I'm unhappy, I'm vibrating on a low energy. Only thing I can do is produce low energy. We are creators. This is all energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the journey back to oneself has enabled me to understand these things so much on a deeper level that a lot of things really don't have me in a chokehold the way that it used to. I'm sitting here right now and I'm able to talk about the mother wound because, listen, the mother wound literally had me in a chokehold. My reality became everything that I've experienced in my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I've experienced in my childhood. I went from raising kids, right? And not, I went from raising kids to really raising kids. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. I get it. I get it. I get it. I was exposed to certain things, certain young. I understand it. That's the mother wound in itself. But when you're able to pull back and really alchemize, you know what I'm saying, it into your betterment, to really, like, show up and be different than what you've experienced, that's the key right there. That's the key. That's how you're healing from it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're going to heal from it. It's not to go say, yeah, I forgive you, I forgive you. No, it's to work through it. Through you, then you're able to reflect out of you that same forgiveness that you gave yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of what, we have the ability to make a choice. Every time that I made a wrong choice, guess what? I had an intuition that was guiding me to make a right choice. But I chose not to make the better choice. Point blank, period. Yes, a lot of things was normalized to me. Yes, I was looking for the familiar. Yes, I was idolizing a lot of things that manifested in my life that wasn't for my greater good and never served me anything, but became the best lessons in life. And my mother became the best lesson in life, because I tell you what, I'm able to open the door for my children to feel comfortable telling me something. I'm able to tap into their emotional needs. I'm able to do so many things from what I've experienced with this woman. So guess what? I'm going to give her her flowers. But when me giving her her flowers is me really releasing this and opening up my heart space. See, this shit is not physical. It's not physical. And if you're manifesting something from the physical eye, understand that you're chasing it. We want to get into the new earth. We want to vibrate higher. We want to, we have to bring that mother womb. What is one of the commandments? Respect thy mother, thy father. And I don't know how I'm saying it because I really don't study it too much and never really did. But what I'm saying is that mother wound, it plays a vital point. Somebody asked me yesterday, so how do you deal with, your mother or whatever? You deal with your mother as energy. Point blank, period. I feel like when we put titles on certain things, we are forcing it, right? Because, oh yeah, but that's still my mother though. So you letting certain things slide that really bothers you, right? And you're self-compromising and self-sabotaging because that's your mother. And I don't feel like that's fair. So I don't look at people as titles anymore. I look at you as energy. What energy is you bringing to me? Like at the end of the day, I'm always gonna love you. I'm always gonna have, some type of respect for you. But the way your energy shows up is gonna show me how to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta deal with you from a distance because your energy is too high, it's not on my level, then guess what? I'm going to choose myself now and deal with you on the level in which I can meet you at. And I can't meet you there all the time. And that's no hard feelings. That's to say, oh yeah, no, that's not to say that. That's to say that I finally choose myself first because I've been so outside of myself and trying to win love and trying to, show up and be everything to everyone that I really just wanted for myself and nobody never delivered. So it's like when you really start to heal, you start to give a fuck about yourself a lot more. Okay? You start to care about yourself. When you really start to heal, and I mean, when you really start to go from the inside out, right? From the inside out. Because as much as I want to get up, and I am going to start like officially working out because I keep doing one workout one day, don't work out. And I am going to start working out. But when you being pulled back to really sit in some shit, sometimes you just got to sit in some shit. Sometimes you really got to sit in it because this is this is it. But it's a test to see if you overcame this part of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a test to see if you overcame, this self-limiting belief that you had about yourself. Is that person bringing out the same reaction? Are you feeling drained? Do you not know how to protect your energy from this person? You know what I'm saying? And going back to oneself and really healing has allowed me to give a fuck about myself. Like to really care and to really know that I'm worthy and to really know that, listen, I'm not going to play about me no more. I'm not going to play about me. I'm going to protect my energy. If that bothers you, then it sounds personal. Because if you was on this journey, then you would understand what it is that I feel. If I got to pull back a little bit, it's nothing personal. But you wouldn't understand it because you're not on this journey. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I feel like the mother wound is definitely essential. Okay, we need to work on the mother wound as a collective. I need to get my dang hair done. Yeah, see, four wands came out here. That's gonna open you up. You're manifesting, you're manifesting love. You're manifesting financial stability. You're manifesting so many things for yourself. So many things for yourself. And you doing all the work you feel like. You feel like you're doing all of the work. But you not knowing that heart space, that heart chakra is still blocked. It's still blocked because of that mother wound. There's something that you have to detach from. You don't feel like you're really worthy of the things that you're calling in. You don't feel like you're worthy of the things that you're calling in because you didn't feel worthy of your mother's love. You didn't feel worthy of like the emotional support. Like just show up. You know what I'm saying? Just show up. But it's there though. But we gotta work through this. We gotta work through this. We gotta work through this mother wound. Right here, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords energy speaks about avoiding lying, deception. A lot of betrayal energy. And it taught you to self-sabotage. It taught you to not care about yourself, but to care about everything outside of you. Like you was given a lot of energy of, of self-validation from external factors. Like you felt like, if I show up for somebody and how, they perceive me is how I'm going to feel about myself. Yeah, Seven of Cups energy, Seven of Cups, like fantasies and illusions. Like living in illusions of yourself. Like you was getting this false identity from something outside of you. And that's not who you are. And you're learning that that's not who you are. But you're doing what you need to do on a soul level, on a mind, body, spirit level. But that heart space, you have to get to that mommy womb, the mother womb. And this is a collective message. This is for the collectives. This is overall. This is for myself because I'm really being so like drawn to speak on this womb because we're there. Like we're there. Like we're right there at the tip. Like yo, once we work this womb, oh my gosh, like yo, everything is gonna start coming in so fast. Like I'm seeing a chariot in my mind's eye. Like everything is gonna make sense, yo. Like you're gonna be in a place of such bliss. Like yo, such bliss. Okay, such bliss with the Three of Wands and the King of Wands. Such bliss, yes, with confidence, looking ahead. King of Wands talk about like you're gonna like restore your confidence is gonna be restored. Like you're gonna really learn that yo, I don't need to be accepted by nobody else. Like I got the love for oneself. Ten of Cups came out here that talks about wish fulfillment, happiness, family, harmony, coming within balance within yourself. This mother wound has to get cleared out. Has to get cleared out. Right here, contention, feeling disconnected, bored. You are being stagnated. You're being stagnated for this situation here. Yo, you're like we right there at the tippy toe, bro. Success. What? Six of Wands. I can't make it up. Six of Wands, Two of Swords. This is eight. Eight represents abundance. Right here, you stalemate right now, but you're right here to success. But we got to work that wound. You have to forgive her. You have to forgive her for what she not know. For not what she did. I don't know where that you have to. You have to. I know it's rough. I know. Five of Swords energy just popped out of here. It's Five of Swords. The Hangman talk about surrendering. I know, yo, this is blocking you. This is blocking you. Once your heart space open up, your creativity is going to shoot. Like your creativity, your child self, your innocence, like your innocence was taken. Like you probably grew up in a toxic household I'm seeing a little boy. I'm seeing a little boy. And I'm seeing a little boy that just felt helpless. Like I'm seeing a little boy that just felt so unprotected because he's experienced, his confirmation. My son talking out of his sleep right now. He in this message maybe for myself too. He experienced, his mother being like, physically harmed and he just felt so unprotected or he couldn't do anything or he just may have just wanted to help his mom but just felt so hopeless and now you just out there and you just feel like you got something to prove and something outside of you and you just so angry and you don't even know where this anger is coming from but it's coming from those days of that little boy that felt like he couldn't protect what was needed but he couldn't protect his mother. That's where that's coming from for the daughters, what I'm saying, that experience, the dislike from the mother. The mother just had this jealousy tendency, or the mother just had this way of her where it was just like a uproar. It was just like a battle. Understand that mother just didn't feel it within herself. She sees something in you that she just wished that she can be. It's not personal. It's not personal. It's never personal. It's a projection. It's a projection, but release it because, as I said, she not know what she like. She didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't have the proper guidance. Something within her mother that came from her mother that was in this generation that you're showing up now to break. You had to experience it. You had to experience it the most because I can tell that, both genders, masculine, feminine energy, however you want to call it, like we just needed that love and acceptance and that emotional support from our mothers, but it was never there and it wasn't what it was made to seem. It was a little deeper, like really going on a journey of oneself. And maybe this is your confirmation of this is how it's gonna really change for you because what we've been, conditioned to believe and praying for deliverance, etc., that's not what it is. That's not what it is. We are what we feel is somewhere outside of us. The illusion is separation. Okay? So even when we're calling out for these things to disappear, understand that we're really calling these things to come back into play. We're really calling for these things to resurface in different ways, for us to deal with it. That's what we're really calling for. And it will manifest until you get to the point of, yo, I got to figure this out. Understand that we're in a timing of the age of Aquarius. So a lot of truths, we're really going into a new earth. And there's qualifications to get to this new earth. And one of them are knowing who you are, knowing thyself, knowing that you are interconnected with everything that is, knowing that Christ is within. Christ is not outside. Jesus Christ is not returning. Christ is Christ consciousness. How do we raise the Christ consciousness? Well, that's the 7 chakra systems, right? One of them are the crown, third eye. That's in your Christ consciousness. That's how you raise. So if we're talking on a heart space, guess what? Then that means that you've worked, from the root, from the sacral, from the solar plexus, and now you're working up. So we're on the level of, you're right there. As I said, you're right there. We have to block this. This has to get unblocked. It's a little blockage there. And then that's how we reach the Christ consciousness. That's how we learn thyself, right? That's how we figure out who we are. We are spirits having a human experience, which are creations. We're co-creating with the creator, right? And there's the creator of everything, but there's nothing outside of us. You tap into that, you start to know that, yo, I am energy, all right? So we're energy, 100% battery, 100% battery, your energy. You charge your energy with what it needs to be charged. You're able to have heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying? So we going on the journey to oneself, and that's how I was able to tackle the mother wound. And as a collective, as I said, like, we do have some work that we have to do. That's going to be like the ultimate. That's going to be, oh my gosh, yo, I could just see like so much energy lifting. Like, we are all interconnected. Like, if more people start to really do the work, like, we're not separate. We're not separate. We're all like if we all start to really do the work and wholeheartedly as a collective, that mother wound has us in a chokehold. I'm seeing about 75% of the collective's energy is battling with the mother wound. But if we clear that mother wound, gosh, and we are. And we are, y'all. Peace and love. Listen, I said every day I'm going to come up here, and as long as I record and have the videos here, 1% better every day, and I'm just show up the best way I can. And each day, I'm going to give it my best self. And yeah, y'all, peace and love. Thank you for the views, the new subscribes. Like I say, yo, listen, I just love when I see a new view in the video. Like, I really, really do. Because, it really took for me to release fear. The fear of judgment, like the fear of coming up here and people judging me or whatever the case is. And I know it's way deeper than that. I know my intentions is pure. I know that I'm creating, from a heart space. Like, I used to remember, like really just having conversations in my head, and always seeing myself, just recording and just, doing it. But I had to get out of the energy of, oh yeah, perfection, when it's really procrastination, because it's all a growing experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to come up here as my best self. I couldn't do it no other way than, oh yeah, let me go dress up and making sure that I look good to go get on the camera. I couldn't do it like that. So some days I'm going to look good, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm going to have the ability to, boom, and then I just turn it on and be like, oh, look at you like that. And then some days when I come, I'm just like this. Like, it is what it is. So yeah, y'all, peace and love. It's Monday. Turn up. Don't turn down for nothing. Know that I am that I am. Set your intentions 1% better every day. As a collective, like, we are here. You know what I'm saying? We are here. We're elevating. We are. We gonna keep rising to the top. Give me what you got. You gotta wake up the body, wake up the body, wake up the body, and move it around. Peace and love, y'all.